All right, good friends. Here at Tenacious Sports, we are committed to playing some great cards and dice baseball, football, golf, soccer, pretty much you name it. There are a couple sports that don't often feature, but we get the big ones and we keep going. And so this is going to be game 19 of the Philadelphia Phillies 2011 as played replay. Phillies just we're coming off game 18, which happened on April 21st, where the Phillies just barely scraped by the Padres 2-1. A nice outing by both Matt Latos and Roy Oswalt for the Padres and Phillies respectively, but it came down to the bullpens, and Heath Bell gave up a solo home run to start the ninth, and Ryan Madsen got helped by an outfield assist from Ben Francisco through Wilson Valdez to get Ryan Ludwig at the plate and preserve the 2-1 victory to bring the Phillies to 10-8, which, if we look at the standings, I'm not going to bring them up, but if you were to look at them right now, they are currently level in the NL East with, I believe it's Washington at 10-8. So San Diego, the bottom of the NL West, at a 6-13 record. Tonight, we are going to be having the fourth of the four aces, Cole Hamels, the only one born and, we'll say brought up through the Phillies organization, Cole Hamels, starting off the season pretty well. I think 3.20 something ERA. If you look back at the opening screen, you'll see that. But 0-2, kind of hard luck loser. And the same thing can be said for Clayton Richard, who is going to be facing the Phillies, the lefty, couple lefties here on the mound, and he is actually with a better ERA, but also 0-2. So see if either of these starting pitchers can get on the board with their first victory. I've tried to put the lineups over here on the left side for you guys because I feel like that may be helpful. So if I'm mentioning ratings and such, it will be easier for you to see the ratings that I am talking about. So we'll see how that works. And we have a scoreboard up top. Hopefully everything in front of you that you need. And we're going to get right to it here with the Phillies. Their lineup on the road here at Petco Park. It's going to consist of pretty typical lineup for this time with Utley out with injury. It's Victorino in center leading off. Placido Polanco at third base, bats second. Then Jimmy Rollins at short. Cleanup is Ryan Howard, the big power hitter. Ben Francisco, right fielder, bats fifth. Then he flip-flops there with Ibanez, who hit fifth in the previous game, but with the lefty on the mound, it'll be Francisco, the righty, batting fifth. And then sixth is Ibanez in left. Then Ruiz catching, batting seventh. Then Wilson Valdez back at second for this game. And Cole Hamels, your pitcher, rated to a 13 grade with X and Z. So we have some good stuff there. Let's just go through the Padres real quick. It'll be a couple changes with lefty on the mound. You have Hundley moving up in the order. You have Denorfia and Headley, lefties, moving to the bench. And you have Venable and Alberto Gonzalez. So Will Venable and Alberto Gonzalez coming in at right field and third base, respectively. So Bartlett short, Hudson second, Cantu first, Hundley catching, Ludwig left field, Maben center, Venable right, Alberto Gonzalez the third base. So good defensive setup here with the Padres, and then Richard, the one rated pitcher as far as defense goes, in a grade of 5. So we'll see. This might be a time that we finally get some offense, but it's been a while since we had a real run scoring affair. But without any further ado, we will get right into it with Shane Victorino leading off, facing Clayton Richard for the first time. So when you see the SPL under a column under the Phillies, that is based on the rating of the pitcher minus the split of the batter. So what's going on? You know what happened here? One moment. Okay, well, I had to make a little bit. So in order to, so I did this a little differently. I made some changes and it changed some variables. So that's why. Actually, I should just double check here with this. Indirect. I don't think that changed. Just double check here. So you have to add 2, and then you have Hundley that is a throw of 2, and Richard 3. So you should be, yeah. So there's another guy here. I just got to keep. Okay, well, I think we're all set now. Sorry, there were some ratings issues that I moved some columns and some of my things that keep things straight and true weren't so straight and true, so I had to do a little bit of maintenance to get everything correct. But now I think it is. Yeah. Why is... That's kind of weird. They end up all on the same. So we got arm. We get this. I guess just dimensions. Anyway, it's okay. I think everything will work out just fine. So here we go. After all that, I think we're ready to go. So Victorino going to lead off here against Richard. And that's 25, which is going to be an 8. And Victorino, so you see -1. So he is a +6, which means you subtract 6 from the grade, or what it says, RAT. Here, I'm gonna change these so that it's there we go. So the grade GRA, you subtract his split, which is a 6, which makes him -1. So this is definitely a single for Victorino. And we don't usually do hit and runs here, but we're going to try one right now. So give Victorino a chance to see if he can get a first to third here with Polanco at the plate. 24 is 31. So let's look at the hit and run under 31. Hit and run. Single to right, runner to third. Oh, wait, no, we need to, let's see. Are they all the same? 24 is what? 31. Yep, it's all the same. Single to right. So that's a successful hit and run. So that will bring up Jimmy Rollins, who went, I think, 2 for 4 last game. First and third, they're going to play the infield back. They'll look for a double play ball here to try to get out of this. Well, they'd give up a run. They'd be willing to do that. 35 is going to be 39. Oh, I need to get to the first and third chart and look at 39. Okay, 39, catcher. So catcher is Nick Hundley, who is a 7. And so 7 and 64, so that's a 3. Use the rare play board. So we're going to go first and third, rare play. So I have to roll first on the randomization of the rare play, 53 is going to be 41. And then we roll again, 14 with 41. Okay, so that's going to be 23. So we look at 23, that's catcher. Again, Hundley is a 7. 44 with a 7 catcher is going to be a 2. Let me double check here. It was 23, 2. So D is the infield back. Safe at first on fielder's choice. Runner on third. Trapped and run down and scores on catcher's wild throw. D is back, right? Let's double check. D is deep. So it was 23 with fielding 2. Deep. Safe at first on fielder's choice. Runner trapped and run down. So it's going to be runner's going to score. Fielder's choice. I think that would still end up being a run batted in, I suppose, right? But all right. So let's go back to this. I gotta get this right. Other runner to third and batter to second. E2. And then what do we get here for assist? So in theory you get an assist to 5, but the error is on the catcher, and so one scores is going to be 1-0 Phillies. Still no outs, second and third, so that's a real contrived situation there, but that's what the rare plays are for. And now with Ryan Howard at the plate, they're going to walk him intentionally to set up a double play situation, and they're going to play again back. They would love to just give up one run here, so they're going to play deep, and they're going to face Ben Francisco instead. All right, so Ben Francisco with runners all around. Nobody out. Richard trying to get through this. 34, that's a fly ball to center field. So the center fielder is Mabin, he's a 2. So it's the deepest. Fielding 3. So 55. Who is it? So it's Polanco at third, and it's the center fielder. So center fielder Mabin with a 33 arm. Polanco 9. So 30. So that becomes 24 minus 55. 45, 35, 31. With nobody out, that'll be the first out. This is gonna be a sack fly 8. They're going to throw to third to keep Rollins from advancing. Rollins going to hold at second. That's going to make it 2-0. So a quick start here for the Phillies. 1 down. And runners at first and second with Ibanez coming to the plate. Again, 4 home runs so far. This would be crazy if he were to get another one here. It would just split it wide open, but probably not going to happen here. First and second again there. So this is double play chance. Maybe get out of this with only 2 seated. 41. That's a 24. I think that is the double play, right? Double play. 6-4-3. So, damage limited. 2 runs on 2 hits. Only 1 left on base. And so a lead for the Phillies heading into the bottom of the first. They scored 1 run in the previous game. And we're already 15 minutes into this video and we're a half an inning in. But let's see how Cole Hamels does here. Grade of 13, so things should be a little different for him. Hopefully, but we'll see. So Bartlett going to lead off here. Hamels ready to go. And 35 is a ground to third base. Up with his Polanco. He throws to first, and that's 1 out. Orlando Hudson. That's a 30. That's a fly ball to left. Ibanez settles under it, makes a catch, 2 away. And Jorge Cantu at the plate. And that is going to be a 24, which is the grounder to short. Yes. Up with it, Rollins, and he throws to first in time. 1-2-3 inning, and we are through the first with the Phillies up 2-0. All right, so it'll be Carlos Ruiz to the plate, second inning. 2-0. 55 is 8. Ruiz is an 8. That'll be a single. Another leadoff hit for the Phillies. Brings up Wilson Valdez. Runner on first, no one out. And that'll be a fly ball to center field. Just coming in a bit is Maben, and he'll make the catch. So that's the first out of the inning. Cole Hamels to the plate. He intends to lay down a bunt, try to get Ruiz to second. And that is 29. Pitcher, let's just roll. I don't know. So Richard is a 1. So that's going to be 3. Out at first. Wait, let's sec. 2 strikes on batter. Missed 2 attempts at the bunt. 1 more attempt here for Hamels. Going to try and bunt again. 26 is 12. And let's roll on first baseman. Cantu is a 3. And that's going to be a 1. Sacrifice. Double play. Bunt caught on the fly. That'll end the inning. So double play. 1 to 4. No, 3 to 4. Ends the inning. All right. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. Bottom of the second. A little bad luck there for Hamels and the Phillies, but it'll be Nick Hundley leading off. That's a 0 roll. We will re-roll, and that is, oh, I missed. That's a 12, so that's going to be on in through for a single. I do believe that 7 is going to turn into a single. First hit of the game for the Padres brings up Ryan Ludwig with Hundley at first. That's a possible error check, so we will look at the randomized error play. I believe Hundley is, or Ludwig is straight away. Let's see, you got to look at Pittsburgh. Straight away. So 34 on the straightaway is 18. Shortstop. Jimmy Rollins is a 9. And 53 is going to be a 2. That's going to be an error on Rollins. So E6. Runner to second. So a little something brewing here for the Padres. Maben to the plate with first and second. No one out. It's a 25. That could be a double play. Let's see. We go to the second base. Valdez an 8. 8 and 35. That will be... Well, it's double play all the way. So there is... The runner will end up at third, Hundley. But that's going to be a double play. 4, 6, 3. Brings up Will Venable. With a runner on third and 2 away. And Venable at the plate. 32 is going to be a 26. And that, with it being deep, that will be a 4-3 put out to end the inning. So let's see. 1, 2, 3 outs. So 1 hit, 1 left on base. It's still 2-0 Phillies. So Phillies pitching of late has been able to pitch around some minor snafus. And now it'll be the top of the order here in the third. 42. That's going to be a strikeout. Flip the book back to the empty, bases empty page. That's a strikeout. First one recorded by Richard in this game. 1 away. Placido Polanco, 36. That'll be a walk. Runner on for Jimmy Rollins. That's a 9. Rollins is 12 against the lefty, so got to switch to the runner on first. So 9 and 12. That's going to be a fly ball to right field, caught out there by Venable. Scurrying back to first. Polanco 2 down, and it'll be Ryan Howard at the plate. 21, and he strikes out to retire the side. Strand a runner. Going to the bottom of the third with Alberto Gonzalez getting the start today. And I was wrong with, let's see. Uh-oh. Alberto Gonzalez is not a 9 at third base. He's a 3 at third base. So that's going to change everything as far as the rating goes. It's going to make the Padres 2s, not 1s. So that was one mistake. Let me just, I'm going to go through here real quick. Double check. Richard 1, Bartlett 8, 9, first base 3, catcher 7, 2, 2, 2. Yep, okay. That was the one mistake. So Alberto Gonzalez leading off. 54. That's a fly ball to right. Ben Francisco back close to the track, but just has plenty of room there to make the catch. 1 out. Gonna re-roll. Clayton Richard get it to the right place. That's a strikeout. First one for Hamels. And now Jason Bartlett, 2 down. And second strikeout for Hamels, and the side retired. Heading to the fourth. Still 2-0. Fighting Phillies. Looking good so far. Ben Francisco got a run batted in there in the first on a sacrifice fly. And he's going to ground it down the line. He's going to just kind of off the end of the bat. Up with it, can too, and makes the play himself. 1 out. Raul Ibanez. And he strikes out. And Carlos Ruiz with 2 away. Ruiz is an 8 split on an 8. It is going to be a single. 2 for 2 for Ruiz. Brings up Wilson Valdez. 31 is 14. That's let's see. Richard has no symbol, so that is a 2-out walk, which will turn the lineup over and bring Hamels to the plate. Can Hamels help his cause here with a single? That would be a game changer if he could find a way to get this through the infield. Of course, you do have Ruiz running. Not the most agile guy. Okay, so there is a 0 on Hamels, and what's the roll going to be? 55. That is a 2. And that on player's card with double columns, score this the same as number 5, which is a triple for Cole Hamels. 2-run scoring triple and a 2 RBIs. What a big hit. All the way to the corner. Hamels hoofing it, gets into third without much of a play. 4-0. That's devastating. You give up that kind of thing to the pitcher. So again, that's 55. That's a 2. It says home run, but on player cards with double columns, score this the same as number 5. And number 5 is a triple. So Hamels with a big hit, stake his team to a 4-0 lead. Victorino up, and that will be a, let's see, that's is that the shortstop? I think that's the shortstop. 34. Yep. Hudson, no, Bartlett 8 and 22. Yeah, that'll be a pop out to end the inning. But all with 2 outs. Single, then a walk to single to Ruiz, walk to Valdez, and Hamels rips one into the corner, and he just is on his horse and gets in there. 2 hits. They leave 1, but it's 4-0, and things are not looking good for the hapless Padres. 6-13, looking like maybe their 14th loss of the season. But there's still time. Hudson facing Hamels, and there is a 9. Hudson is a 19 split. And that's going to be a grounder to the pitcher. Well, let's see. Hamels is X. That's a strikeout. Or wait. No, when it's adjusted, it's not. There's no strikeout there. So that's going to be a grounder back to Hamels, and that'll be the first out. Cantu. 56. Pop out to short. And now Hundley. 28. It's a grounder to short, right? Yes. Grounder to Rollins. Through 4. Phillies up 4-0. Veritable offensive explosion here in this one so far. And it'll be Polanco. 9. Polanco is so that's going to be a single. So there are no lefties available for this game. They're going to get Pat Neshek warming up here, the Padres, as it looks like Clayton Richard does not have his best stuff today. 4 runs on 5 hits so far. And here's Jimmy Rollins. fly ball to right. Underneath it. Venable makes the catch. 1 out. 16-28. That's grounder to short. Runner to second. Well, we need to check. Bartlett 8. Yep, that's going to be 6-3. Polanco moves up to second. Howard's out. 2 away. Brings up Ben Francisco. Well, 40 is, we go to team roll, and team is 2. Oh boy, that's in 3. So wild pitch, is it wild pitch 0? No, he's a 2. Wild pitch runner to third. So we'll keep rolling here. We just got to change over to the third base chart. Richard throws a wild pitch. Could get out of this inning here with a, if he can just get it. Francisco out, and that will be that'll be the side retired. That's going to be a grounder to second. Hudson throws to first in time. So leadoff single is wasted, but Phillies smiling nonetheless with a 4-0 lead. Ludwig strikes out. Third strikeout of the day for Hamels. 1 out. 63 fly ball. Ben Francisco gets it. Makes the catch. 2 down. Venable. Okay, here's a 0. Will they get on the board? 45 is going to be 6. That will be a double, I believe. Correct? Yep, that's a double. Second hit of the day. It's going to bring up Alberto Gonzalez. They're going to pitch to him, even though the pitcher's up, and that would force Richard out, but I don't think they're worried too much about that. So here's Gonzalez. 13. Possible error. Runner at second. We need to do the randomization. 22. So that'll be 17. Right fielder is Francisco. He is a 1 and a 1 and 22. It's gonna be a 2. So is Venable fast? Venable is fast. So the runner will score first on error. Any runner scores, actually. So this will be E9 on Francisco. Be an unearned run for Hamels. And they have Neshek up. They're going to go ahead and pinch hit. They're going to pinch hit with Chris Denorfia. So that'll be the end of Clayton Richards' day. This is the 5th inning. So Denorfia up with a runner at first. 2 away, 26. That'll be a grounder to first base. And Howard will scoot to the bag, and that will finish off the 5th. But they do get 1 run on, it's an unearned run on the air by Ben Francisco, 1 hit, and they do leave 1 runner. So we'll go to the 6th, and we'll be right back after I make the pitching change. Okay, so Pat Neshek will take over for Clayton Richard here, top of the 6th. 4-1. Raul Ibanez facing Neshek, 46th. That'll be a grounder to first base. No, grounder to third base. That'll be 1 out. Play made by Alberto Gonzalez. 36 is going to be 33, so that'll be second baseman 46. That'll be Hudson 46. I think that's going to be a pop out. 2 down, and now Wilson Valdez. That's a 0. 31. That's going to be a 6. That'll be a double. Brings up Cole Hamels, and they're not going to pinch hit for him yet. 51 is 13. That's a strikeout to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the 6th coming. Hamels out to face Bartlett for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 2. 28. That's a grounder to short. Rollins with a nice play to get the first out. Orlando Hudson. That's another error possibility. 65 will be 23, which is the pitcher. Hamels is a 2-rated defensive pitcher. And I think, let's see, that'll be an out. One of the few infielders that does not end up with an out if you get the fielding 1. So 2 down, and Jorge Cantu. That's going to be a strikeout on 51 to end the inning. That's the 4th of the game in Hamels' book. Through 6, it's 4-1. Phillies looking for their 11th victory. We didn't get a reliever going, but we will pick one here, and I'll let you know who that is in just a sec. So, it's going to be Chad Qualls coming in the game for the Padres to face the top of the order for the Phillies here, the 7th inning. Victorino with a leadoff walk. Shows good patience there at the plate. Brings up Placido Polanco. 26 is 12. Let's see. First base is Cantu, who's a 3. It's a low number. That'll be a double play. Three, 6-3. So 2 outs. J roll. That's going to be the grounder. 16 is 20. It's a grounder to shortstop. It's Bartlett with the play made. 7th inning stretch. Hamels sitting pretty here. We're going to face Hundley. That's a 0. And 53 is going to be a double. Leadoff double for Hundley. Makes the home crowd happy. It's going to bring up Ludwig with runner at second. 54, it's a fly ball to right. Hundley's not going to try to make it to third on that. Not deep enough, and he is not fast enough. Although Hundley's not, he's not the slowest catcher. He's got a 9, but Maben at the plate with the runner at second. One away. 55 is 8. Maben is 13. 26. So we go to second base. That is Valdez. And then we go to the first column. Out at first, runner to third. Wait, with one out. Fly out to the third baseman. So it's going to be a P5 with one out. So that's going to bring up Will Venable, who has driven. Well, he has scored. He doubled and scored. But this is going to be a fly out to right again, and they waste another opportunity. One hit, and they leave the runner. We're through 7. And let's see. Another pitching change for the Padres. They're going to get Ernesto Frieri in for Qualls. So we'll make the little change here. Grade of 16. Yeah, we'll just have him pitch 1 inning. Thinking about having him pitch 2, but that'll be okay. Howard leading off against Frieri, righty. Strikes him out, 1 out. Ben Francisco, again 4-1 currently. Ground. Wait, let's see, 26. Yeah, grounder to second. Hudson to Cantu, 2 outs. Raul Ibanez. That's gone. Another homer for Raul. Insurance. Well, let's see. 15 is Frieri and H. No. So that makes it 5-1. Phillies are going to get Jose Contreras warming up here just in case. Carlos Ruiz, that's a leaner, will re-roll. 55 is 8. Ruiz is 17. So that's going to be a fly out to left field to end the inning. 1 hit, another run on the board. They get to Frieri. And let's see. They're going to start with Hamels here. It's going to be Alberto Gonzalez leading off the 8th. 4. That's a fly ball to right. Catch is made. 1 out. Need a pinch hitter against Hamels. They're going to go ahead and use Chase Headley. And the Phillies will, they're going to make the move to, Contreras here. They don't want it to overtax. And it's going to make him an 11, Contreras X and W, 7 and a third innings for Hamels. Really nice outing. This time through the rotation, everybody's pitched really well. And actually, I want to do... We're going to do a double switch here. So we're going to bring in Mayberry Jr. to play left field. And Ibanez is going to sit down, and it will be, this is where Contreras will go. Pitcher in the 8th, he's a 1. All right. So Mayberry goes after Valdez. Ibanez sits down. All right. So Headley will face Contreras. Nobody on. 1 out. That's an 11. Oh, that's a hit. That's a single. Bartlett now with Headley at first. 1 out. 34 is a fly ball into center field. Victorino moves to his left and makes the catch. 2 away. Orlando Hudson, 55, is a 9. Oh, I forgot to make the pitching change up here. Contreras, relief. So it is 5-1. But let's see. So Hudson is a 5 and a 9. That's going to be a single infield hit. That brings the tying run into the on-deck circle. Cantu at the plate with 2 on, 2 outs, 42. That's a strikeout to end the inning. 2 hits in the inning and 2 left. Still 5-1 Phillies as Contreras gets through that. Top of the 9th. And it will be Wilson Valdez. Let's see. They need to go back to their pen. They'll have Mike Adams throw. Make the change over here. Grade of 21. XYZ. About the best you can get. And where is... There's Headley. Okay. Ready to go. Valdez. 43 is 29. That, let's see. That'll be a strikeout. Brings up John Mayberry Jr. came in the double switch. First at bat of the game. 21 is a strikeout. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Adams. And that's a fly ball to right for Victorino, which will be caught by Venable. 1-2-3 inning. Contreras will come out for the 9th. Phillies are going to have Mike Zagorski warming up just as if they need a lefty here to face anybody, but it'll be Hundley first against Contreras. Oh, that's an error possibility, so we got to randomize that. 36. Number 19, be third base. I think that's a straight error. Yeah, that's an error on Polanco. No way to get out of that. So Hundley's going to take second on the defensive indifference. Ludwig at the plate. That's an 8. Ludwig 8 and 9. That's going to be a single, and the run will score. And the Phillies are going to have to get a closer warming up. They don't have Madsen available, so instead they're going to change it to Bastardo. The manager goes out to waste a little bit of time. Here comes Mabin, runner at first. They're going to hold Ludwig this time. 5-2 now. 21. That's a strikeout. And they are going to go to the pen. I want to take no chances with this. Oh, and I forgot to change this. So this is going to be Bastardo pitching. This is Mayberry. There. So maybe a little over managing here. I guess we'll see if it. So Bastardo is a 17. He'll be 22 on the first batter. But sometimes you just gotta make the switch. This is their kind of their backup closer with Madsen needing rest. So it's Venable now against Bastardo. Do they have any other right-handed bats? Just the catcher Johnson. We're gonna go with Venable here. 43 is 29. So it's the pitcher's rating. Bastardo is a 1. And 54 is going to be... The runner goes to second, and it's a 1-3 put out for the second out. Brings up Alberto Gonzalez with 2 outs. 5-2 currently. Can they keep this game going? 41 is 24. That will be a grounder to the shortstop. Up with it is Rollins. He throws to first in time. That is your ball game. A run on 1 hit and an error. 1 left. But your final 5-2. Phillies get another win. They're up to 11-8. They're on a good stretch right now. They're playing very well. They're getting their pitching. They're getting just enough hitting. And Raul Ibanez is very much a big factor in this. He's gotten a number of key home runs in this stretch. So that's it. Gonna go ahead and sign off here. Not gonna do the winner will be Hamels and the loss goes to Richard. Definitely will do game 20, which will be, I believe, the final game of the series at some point. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this game. Hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you back here soon on Tenacious Sports. Hang in there and see you soon. Keep rolling.